Hello everyone, Yanni Plays here, and today we are back in our tree tutorial, and today we are going to build some mangrove trees, or a group of mangroves, because mangroves don't really grow as single trees. They always grow in a group, and even the group that you see behind me actually is way too small. You should build quite a few more, but since this is a repeating pattern, I don't have to build a large group of them because you are going to get it anyways. Now this is already our 5th tree building tutorial, and I believe by now we don't need to go block by block and make a 17-minute long video. So that's why I am going to show you a time-lapse how to build this one here, and at the end of the time-lapse I'm gonna grab you one more time and show you a couple details and point out a few things so that you can go into your world and build this one here. Well, I hope you enjoyed this time-lapse, and I just want to point out a few little details that you may missed in the time-lapse. So as you can see, the bottom of the root system is a birch wood before we go into the jungle wood that is more red. And that is because the water level may raises during the day up here and then falls back down. And if you look at pictures from those trees, you can see that the root system usually is split into different colors. Then the root system is interconnecting, so that goes all over the place, and then we are connecting to some of the trunks. Some of them are bigger and some of them are smaller. Now often underneath the trunk we actually don't have this trunk going all the way into the ground, and it is just spreading out into multiple different directions. The trunk itself is fairly small and fairly thin. That's why we have a maximum of 2 blocks high. And then we go into one solid canopy that is just completely blocking. We have 1 or 2 air gaps where you could fall through, but it's pretty much all covered and closed. Now, since those trees are growing along the coastline, you can see a lot of the roots are underwater. And of course, we have things like lily pads, maybe a fallen log somewhere. From the ground cover itself, I went with a lot of sand, but also dirt because it is kind of muddy. That's how I also mixed in some clay. We have some grass blocks and some moss carpet. I also used some of the candles just to show a little bit like shoots or root tips to come out of the ground. And of course, you also could use the brown ones for that. And I also put a few jungle saplings in, and I just made sure that this jungle tree cannot really grow anywhere, so that we just keep those little saplings. Well, I hope you liked this short little tutorial. If so, don't forget to give me a like, and if you want to see more tree building tutorials, you may want to consider subscribing. Thank you very much, and I'll see you at the next video.